following is a presentation of MRE Uno, Division 1. A big game is in store for both James Ellison and Logan. For Logan, he's been neck and neck with one compatriot the whole year, and that guy's name is Andy. Well, what funny way did we have a coincidence that Andy lost to that man James Ellison last tournament in Movie May? If Logan wants to beat any allegations, he's got to prove a point tonight. He's in the top 15 Super League, but can he keep that momentum and maintain the train that Ellison has to offer? And for James Ellison, it's pretty simple. He knows he's on house money. A humongous win against Andy. Sure, he lost to Peter, but his confidence and swagger is back. If he can pull the upset tonight, implications galore. Something's got to give. It's the Ace of Spades region. Who will get the winner of this game to play gold? We're about to find out. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Logan versus Ellison. Going to be a classic 413 to 512 on the docket. Of course, this is the 413, 512. This is the 512 final game in the Spades regions. We've done a lot of Spades games, but this is the last one. And earlier today, as we go to that schedule, was a classic 1-3 comeback. Vapor down 1-3, 3-1, all in favor of Jenna. Boom, bang, boom. Vapor instantly gets it done. Whiplash theory, sure, say what you want. It was more, instead of whiplash, it was more just the cards fell into Vapor's lap, and he got it done in a flash. Logan Ellison coming up next, and Toasty Dark to continue the Hearts region, which still has one more game tomorrow in that region, which will be JT and Superior. But Toasty Dark coming up after this stream next at 9 o'clock. Should be a good one over there. When we preview this match, it's pretty simple. We got the newly formed, of course, still newly formed card for Logan, the red 3, and then James Ellison gets his first ever card as Carson is gone, so Ellison will now be on the blue reverse. The train man himself. Welcome to the card trains. 1-3 for 7-14 for Ellison. Of course, Logan sitting at 4-3, 23 and 23. A nice even 5-hundo. Can't wait to see how this one goes because both guys finished 51st and 50th respectively last year. First round exits. One of them will lose in the first round. The other one will continue on. Let's go to the resumes. And, of course, for James Ellison and Logan, it's been pretty simple. We'll start it off with our home team right now, Logan. And for Logan, it's pretty simple, as I said. 4-3 and his big wins. Well, Monkey, that's a pretty good win. The lane win is pretty good. And BC and Dark are the other two wins. But he's got those two good wins with Monkey and Lane, and then Ashley got swept out by Marsh. Of course, he lost to Myth in what was a crazy series in 9, and then lost to Acosta in 7, which was his last loss. He looks to shake that off. And for James, the road team, well, it's been a good season for James. Sure, it's only 1-3, but he did get that first win over Andy and looked reformed and refined. So that's the one things you have to look for James Ellison. Of course, he had the Ypez loss. He lost to Peter and Superior. He's had a good loss resume, but needs wins, and what a way to start it off tonight if he can get the win here. Let's go into that pod. As I said, this is the last game of this region. Winner will get Logan. Or winner will get gold. If Logan wins, it'll be a top 25 shot, and that will be streamed. Confirmed. If James Ellison wins, it'll be Vera Gold and Ellison next game. Won't be streamed. Mac and Hockey would then get the stream nod. So this will determine the stream games as well. Looking forward to seeing who will get that nod Big game, like I said, Logan in the top 15 Super League rankings. James, nothing to lose, nothing to gain. So nothing to lose, everything to gain. We will see how it goes indeed. Well, let's go to the scene, and joining me in the booth is my main man, Charles Sanford. Obviously, Sanford, got to save a little bit of energy because we know that next game, Toasty Dark, is going to be ridiculous, and can't always leave your best stuff when we got that crazy game coming up. But I will say, you've seen enough of James Ellison tape. You've seen Logan tape. Logan's had a really good season. But James Ellison looks really refined and reformed after his win against, of course, Andy, and played well against Peter. Your thoughts on this game? Because Ellison's coming in here a little hot, and Logan, maybe not so hot after the Acosta loss, but has a chance to rebuild himself here.
Yeah, a lot on the line here for both. Ellison needing to get his way back out of relegation territory. Job not done for him there. Obviously, after last season, he's not going to want to be in that tournament again. For Logan, it's a matter of trying to make sure that he can notate that his resume is at least still on par with Andy.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be an interesting one, to say the least. And we're going to go over to our home team tonight, which will be Logan. I think he's typing it out. I'm not sure. Regardless, I think he will be typing. Logan, you typing just to confirm? Usually I like to always go. Yeah, okay. I always go to the type player first. Okay. Obviously, buddy, not the greatest movie May. Had the loss to Acosta, but it was a positive end of movie May. You saw the rankings. You're in the top 15. Highest you ever been in your career. But it's a new, different environment here tonight, buddy. You know, it's not the same environment maybe where you were, let's say, last year, just struggling to get out of that maybe 1 or 2 win hole. Now you got 4 wins and a chance to make a run at your first ever Super League. What do you got to do against Ellison? Because we know stream games have been your kryptonite in your career. And for James, stream games has been not your kryptonite. You've been on a lot of these, and you know how to play it pretty well. That's the one advantage you have. And you got that really hot streak with the Andy win. You played well. You played composed. Get a chance to prove that tonight. What do you got to do to spice it up and get this upset over Logan tonight?
Well, gotta keep myself on my toes and not get complacent with because one, I am confident after even after getting beat by Peter, but of course I had a lot more going for me there to a point, but Logan on the other hand, I think what I'll probably end up doing is taking maybe the first game, see what I can figure out, and go from there.
Well, Sanford, that's the old, you know what it's called, buddy. The old feeler game. Want to read that what Logan said? Go ahead.
Yeah, Logan had, the difference between this SSN and last SSN, or last season, I'm sorry. Not. Difference between this season and last season is just so different, and generally it's been for the better. I've been breaking a lot of firsts, my first Sweet 16, then got to another Sweet 16, and today he's here to break another first, which is losing every stream game he's had so far. I wasn't going to mention it. But he got really close with Myth in Tournament 2, hoping this is the start of another big run.
Well, we'll see if it's another big run. Sanford is our ref tonight. He's got everything all locked and loaded. Now I'm on the scoreboard. It will be Logan's call for Game 1. Let's see what he does. Logan, you know this feeling, buddy. How many for Game 1? Big match here where this game will determine if Macro Hockey gets streamed or Gold in itself. Gold's awaiting. Who will do? Let's get started. Give me 12 big smackaroons, 12 tortilla chips, in National Tortilla Day. Here we go. Sanford puts it in. 12 chips in the building. Good luck to both. Let's go it off with Nam, our scoreboard keeper, to start us off. How fitting. All right, Nam starts us off with the JT. Next card up to Logan. He makes the move. And you got to think, Sanford, we saw that earlier game on Saturday night with the ridiculous amount of, I would say, pace management from Lara and Shamik. I don't think it's going to be the case with these two. I think they're going to play a lot quicker here tonight, for sure.
Well, gets up to a blue 7 there for Logan.
Let's see what it will be. Here comes James. He talked about it. He wanted to do a feeler game in Game 1.
Never a bad thing to do or want to do.
Hope I have this typed out right.
Oh, Jane, I saw him type. He's going to go for the triple play. There's his double steamy train card. There it is. The steam engine.
And Logan drawing.
James can run the blue. Let's see. It's exactly what he needs to start getting some numbers on the board. Let's see if he can do it right here. He's got the 3-possession lead. James Ellison. We talked about ammo control. Oh, he checked there, Sam.
Wild, slightly.
Little clamp play on the green wild. Only fitting. And Logan right off the money on the top right there, Sanford. Fired back instantly. Logan cooking up some instant robin.
That is the danger of playing that wild when you have your opponent drawing.
And Logan's juiced again.
Well,
Interesting.
geez.
2 color for Logan.
So
James is running.
Logan down to 2 colors then.
Question is, do you want to make the switch? Yeah, he's going to make it. This gives James some more leeway if he has red.
I mean, if you're Logan, you got to get that going, I think. Can't really play passively when you're already down the 5 cards. You can afford to play a little bit passively maybe if you're in Ellison's shoes, but...
There's Logan. James looking for 3. Can he do it? Does he have a finish on a 4-bagger? No, he gets the green switch. Wow. Oh, but Logan, beautiful undercut in the yellow. Does James have yellow? Because that's the last Pandora color. He does. He was going there anyway. Yeah. Logan, great play. Wait a minute. Oh.
Tried a red 8 on yellow. Okay.
Don't know if that's actually in his arsenal. We'll have to find out. But James still up by 1 regardless.
Didn't trigger a can't play that card here.
Might have been a typo. R, Y are very close. Yep, figured. Yep. Typo, no worries. Here comes James. 4 cards. What did he get off that pluser? Just the classic yellow 1.
Well, that's a little bit friendly on Logan's side there to go and give up that info that was a typo.
Logan now goes to red. James, did he cross-checkered back to red? Looking for 2 or 1. He will. Down at 2. Logan plays it cool. James Ellison, first chance to get the check right here. Can he do it? Ellison looking for check. Does he have it? Or is it a game 1 seal set match with a +4 combo? He's been known to save it now with this new Ellison. Let's see. +4 combo.
It is a situation of the spacing, that's all. But this is going to be game 1 to Ellison once he gets it in.
All he get the call right. Oh my God, he got it in.
Goodness.
Are you kidding me? That had to be. Yo, now get it. You got that scoreboard. You got that timer thing on messages. Send me that timer. I want to see how close that was. That was ridiculous.
Well, okay, but the problem is on Ellison's screen, I'm guaranteeing it's going to say green 6, then call out. And on my screen, it does say the green 6 first, then the call out.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it's a Discord client thing. Now it's going to have that scoreboard. Yeah. It's just a client thing. It's how it goes. Now I might have that. Let's see how close was that now? Let me see that. 0.0. A nice.
Okay, wait, hold on. Are you being serious with us, or are you just going for the meme?
No, I think he's serious. He's got. Can you send a screenshot of that?
Just to confirm, I mean that.
Was it 69,000?
Anytime that number comes up, you almost have to be wary of it being a joke.
All right. Well, regardless, I'm going to go to Logan. Logan, I mean.
Well, he's got it in the chat over here.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's right.
147 to a 216.
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, let me go to Logan here. Logan, obviously not the best hand off the get-go because really all you had was that 1+2. But did you have a chance to maybe get down to a finish with a +4 you were saving, or do you think just being iced out on blue and green, too much two-color, you couldn't really cook anything? Talk me through it. James, really good win there, buddy. You used this game as a feeler. I want to know from your perspective, do you think the two colors he was isolating on, you having all 4 colors, gave you the win? And did you learn a little bit about Logan, how he's playing tonight? Talk to us through it.
Well, I learned a little bit. I also remembered I needed to fix my spacing if I'm gonna use a +4 as a 2-bang finisher.
It's kind of an unfortunate situation. James had a lot of ways to get back to his car. I had none of. I was on my way to get to the last few cars. I had nice clean numbers with, but just not the ammo to secure it completely. Yeah, that's the problem here, Sam. We talk about ammo, but in this case, this game could change. All you have to do, and I say this all the time, get that call out ready. Because if you get that call out ready, it's a different game. Now, maybe he still loses because Ellison's got the +4. Still come.
To be fair, also, the fact is he changed up and went single card as opposed to the double, where the double would have worked. Yeah. All he needed to do was have the space in between the 4 and the G.
Yeah.
That's the reason why it didn't work the first time.
I think I was checking. Okay, I got you. Yeah, that's the problem sometimes. It's just the back end is... Yeah, it's just the back end with the... Yeah. That's a poker hand. Look at that. Trip 6. Full house right there with the 9s. Don't think it would have did much, but you could have got out of that maybe, depending on how it went. Yeah, I mean, not the worst thing, Sanford. Not the worst. But then again, Ellison had a 6. Wait, Ellison had a 6, though, so you have to really play that weird. You probably would have to try to play isolation. Who knows? But we'll never know. We'll never know what he got that call out, too. So we'll call it a game 1 of James. Big steal win right there. It'll be Logan's call, though, on game 2 free board. Logan, your call free board. Not much to really say, Sanford, after that one. Pretty plan A.
Yeah, that was pretty well plan A on both sides as he goes for the OG send.
Baker's dozen. All right. See what the pastries hold in store. Logan looking for a tie. James looking to go up 2-0. Remember, hasn't drawn yet tonight.
Stay with the blue.
All right. Keeping that train going.
That time from the bot.
There's his old buddy Andy, too. So, classic. We've had Nam and Andy so far to start the game.
Sugar, blueberry.
Yep, there's the www.drinkmanurge.com. Here comes James. Let's see what he does here. Oh, boy. Okay, I thought I was going to love something big there, Sam.
Buddy Turner.
Let's see. There's them. Probably don't want to think about that a couple nights ago.
Less said, the better.
Yeah. It involved a certain someone. Anyway, we'll go to the retro. Another guy we probably don't want to... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay.
You guys can't have any other blues other than that, really?
Okay, that's better.
Thank you.
That's better. Over to Brock, who played red. Okay. Okay, something else. Somebody else.
Come on.
Finally.
Well, Rogers. Okay, that one's good.
Costa's good. That's good. We're good. Normal. All right. Shenanigans out of the way. So far, you got to say, Sanford, Ellison not drawing a single card so far. He's been on plan A to the core.
Yeah, we've seen that happening a lot actually recently with the bot, haven't we? Where one player just seems to get the cards in the right spot where they don't have to draw, and it takes them a little bit. Happened in mine. I think who was there's another one in there that's notable. Like the day after mine.
Might have been Drip for our first couple games. Drip and Peter, one of those guys. Yeah. Oh, there's DJ.
J. Curtis 5.
Logan switches to Sting.
Yellow.
All right, back to Sting. Ellison was juiced. Does he draw here, or does he have another switcher? He's got the green.
Trips 5.
Well plant. Oh, wait, double a plant. Logan to 2. Does Ellison have anything? Let's see. So far, he's been on plan A merchant. Hasn't drawn a single card. Let's see if he's got anything cooked up. If it is a +4, doesn't got to worry about Uno here, but it's only a double.
Game. Wait, no, never mind. Logan's, I'm sorry. Already messing up.
That's game. That's it. I mean, Sanford, this has been... What's that?
Wasn't wrong. Just wrong person.
I mean, this has been a strange series. 2 combined self. This is straight plan A again. There's nothing that anyone really asked.
Yeah, Plan A on 13. I'm not used to that. Okay.
I mean, the only thing I could say.
It's not from Bull.
I mean, James, I'll go to you. The only thing I really would have to even consider here was, did you have something in the plusters to maybe stop him earlier, or just nothing and you had to accept it? Because there was no one.
I had very little ammo. Yeah. All I had was that wild and the reverse.
Regular wild or pluser?
I came up. Honestly, when we had that, was it red 0? I could have switched it to green. Because I had a green 0. I could have switched it then. I can't help but wonder how the game would have gone if I had switched it then. We'll never know now, but I decided to play it reserved, and it bit me.
I was off the first turn, that blue 0, right? Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't really got much of a question, man. Like I said, plan A. It's just very straightforward. There's no Stanford's shutting us out with the Qs, man. What are we supposed to do? 2 combined draw. Like I said, we're not used to plan A on 13. It's very rare, especially
we're not used to plan A from both players. At least, yeah.
Oh, it's crazy. Ellison has more +4s than self-drawn cards. That's something.
Ellison did mention he did have the possibility of playing, but that's, I mean, hindsight's 2020. I don't know if it would have played out that much differently because they still would have gone to green eventually, or still got to green, still would have probably been able to get their way out of that color.
I mean, weird series so far, but it's only weird if it don't work, so we'll keep it rolling. One of those rare series where both guys have just been on plan A and kicking and going. All right. Well, this time it's James' turn, though. We'll see what he does. James, no 12, free board. What do we got? Because clearly it's been plan A City.
Well, he can't use 12.
Yeah, no 12, yep. Let's see what James will throw here. No 12. Let's try 11. All right. We'll go 1 down from his winner. 2 down from Logan. Keeping in that upper mid-tier. And
we're still in blue.
And a +2.
Now, does Ellison resist the temptation to stack it?
Well, does he want to stack it if he has nothing? That's the thing, though. That's the options you have here. Let's see. If you have nothing, maybe you try it if you have 1 +2, but let's see what he does. See how good the hand is. Remember, we've not seen a regular...
If you have 1 +2, you still try and save it.
Oh, yeah. I agree with you, but you never know. We've seen strategies like that. Let's see. Okay, he saves it.
Cool.
Yeah. It's James Ellison looking to go for his 3rd straight game and not drawing. That would be... What is going on?
Well, it took me to what, game 4? So...
What was that?
I said it took me to game 4 to draw one.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's impossible.
Not impossible, but on these upper tiers, it's very rare. There's Ellison's card in the
Double play into his favorite guy, Andy, the blue 0 sugar.
That's not Andy, boss.
Is that not Andy? I'm sorry, who's Andy's card?
Andy's blue 3, that's Ed. Yeah, it's
okay, I'm sorry.
No, Andy blue 3, Ed is the glazing guy's blue 0.
Oh, okay, that's what it was.
Yeah, you're good.
Because you said it before.
Oh, wait, hold the phone there. Hold the phone. He
did have the other blue. Okay.
So he listened to your advice. Okay. So Ellison leads, but
there from Logan.
He did have the other blue, so let's see. Does he have a switcher now? Off the 9s. No, first draw.
Not.
There it is. And that's going to
play perfect.
That will set Ellison back unless he gets a topper right here. Ellison for his 2nd draw of the game. Tie Logan. Wait a minute. Okay.
Okay.
It's 2 self-draws now. Remember, a lot at stake here for James. Oh, boy. ISO City. Now we finally got... This is what we're used to right here.
It's what we're used to for a Logan game. Ellison does top deck the M.
Well, never mind. Party's back. Into Steven. Party is on now. Yellow 6 from Logan. Ellison, free chance to run it right here. Let's see what he's got. Game 3, 1-1. James loading up, looking for something big. Remember, up to 4 command chain. Let's see if he goes aggressive here. He's going to go for a double. Okay. Gold over to MGR. Back to Sting. James got the possession arrow back. This time up 2 if he can play. All Logan can do is watch, and James will be able to play monkey. Logan now looking to load up in the back end. What is this? Oh my!
Quad play with the +2s.
Well, if he would have did it off the start, that would have been James sent in the comeback range. But Welp says James,
Yeah,
and that's
I don't know if I would have either. I don't know if I would have done that off the start either.
I can't. Well, there's no comeback here because you put him in 12. Let's see what will be from James. Does he have anything off this crazy? What is that? A +6, right?
It's +6.
Yeah. Let's see. What did he get off that 6 return? Yep. He's loading up. I think a +4 is coming here, boss. I don't see. There's no way it ain't.
He could afford to wait a little bit. It's the odds of it being split ammo from Logan is unlikely.
Yeah, this isn't. Well, there it is. Well, humongous
Quad
play.
play of his own with the +4.
Yep, and he's got the lead now back, I think. Or tied, excuse me. Resets it, yep.
Over to red.
Now James will go into red after Logan switches, see what he can work with now. And it's Tapir. We'll see Tapir tomorrow with JT. Big game tomorrow. Double play, James gets the lead back. There we go. Oh, but if Logan strikes right back with the hockey to DJ. Up 3 now. Back and forth.
Into the red zone on the red.
Red zone on the red. James into his buddy Sanford. Back to DJ. Now Ellison looking to fire back. Logan playing quick and aggressive tonight. Won't be from James right here.
Could be a sign that that is all Logan had on reds.
Into the KT blue. Interesting. Logan can run. Here comes James. What does he got in this blue?
Yeah, well, it can't be a +2. That's the weird part.
Reverse skip meta. That's all I can think of. Plenty of those out there, especially the skips. There's the skips. Yep, into Brad. Logan for deuce.
4, but
Got the switch. Does James Ellison have the other green +2? That's going to be the thing to watch here. No. Logan for the win. No, check.
Just LaPlante with the 9-5.
9-5. Donnelly P. Here comes James looking to stop it right here. Or is it Logan with the finish at the end with a classic 2 numbers separate? James loading up. What does he got? Did he save it right and time it right?
I mean, even if this is a double play into a draw, it's not the worst thing for Ellison.
James loading up, looking to steal one here. Really taking his time.
Logan's prepping. You can only imagine that's call-out typing there, just in case.
James, that's... Oh my
What?
goodness.
Oh my.
Not game. That's not... Wait a minute.
Yeah, and he didn't call Uno.
Yeah, not game. But he will be. He'll be able to play it. Confusion. Well, you ain't...
You had a wild +4 and a normal wild. The turn would end on the wild,
Yeah.
and therefore also then you didn't call Uno.
Doesn't matter anyway. You can still play.
He can still play, but now he's got 3 extra cards.
He should be able to play this one though because Yellow 6.
Yep, got ahead of himself. So
Yeah.
get down to 3 here.
That's the problem when you get ahead of yourself, man. You gotta Okay. Well,
Now, oh wait, Ellison didn't play the 6
yeah,
either.
he should be at 2 now. He should be okay to play the 2 easily. So this is Ellison, no matter what, should get the 2 here. He will.
All right, so now the 2.
Does he have a third yellow? No call out that time. He's at 2. No.
Now who's getting ahead of themselves?
Well, everyone getting ahead of
Ellison
themselves.
throwing it back to Logan.
Call out heavy. Let's see what James has here. He'll probably call the Uno now. Question is, what does he have off that +3 call out? Because that's going to be the determination.
Imagine you got the other +4.
Oh boy. Logan will be kicking himself then. No, not a third
No,
yellow
he got
though.
2 yellows off of it.
Wow, that's just unlucky for Logan. Is this James for the win? Does he get a third yellow?
No.
That would have been crazy, though. Well, now toppers exist. Let's see if James can get another yellow here. Or a 9. Oh.
Didn't get it.
Draw City we go. Here we go. Yep. After all that, well, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. Because I don't know if he had the winner. I mean, maybe he did. Probably did if he wouldn't have got ahead of himself. Yeah.
Well, we know Ellison had the game win.
Oh, yeah, well, over the hotel, yep. Draw City Hotel it is. James drawn. Logan drawn. Back we go. That draw stat, well, wait a minute. Out of it we go. Logan down by 3. Here comes James with the green wild. Oh, plus
my
4
goodness, he
heat.
played a blue.
Yeah, plus 4 heat there from Logan. But you know what? James flushed it. He flushed that pluser. Uses James's own card.
1+4, 1 normal wild left.
Into the blue 1. Let's see what will be from Logan now. Back to red. He gets the switch number.
Now down to 2. Not a lot of ammo left in terms of adding cards.
Logan for the win right here off the... Yeah, no!
Was.
Draws the skip out. Pranked says, well, we'll see what James has. Does he go into something?
Got you. Because you thought his game.
Got me good. We'll see what James will do right here now. Off the red skip. Does he go into that and walk through that door? He does go through the door.
Yes, he does.
Okay.
The green.
That's what he wanted earlier, that green. Back to red. Oh my God, he gets the call in. Sniffs it out. The problem is, I mean, back to green.
My goodness.
James Ellison with the
Final
control.
wild in the deck.
James for check. Ridiculous control from James. Not a wild.
Call in this time. Yes, he does.
Gets that game now from James. For the 2-1 lead that he probably deserved. It is.
Double 3.
James Ellison on a new level tonight with the wild control.
Took a little bit longer than it should have.
Sanford, you got to ask James the question with the control. Go for it.
What am I asking on that?
Actually, no. Well, I'll get low. You can ask James with the control if you want. But Logan, I got to go to you, buddy. Obviously, I think you kind of should have lost this game. Maybe with the original call, you kind of got lucky. But ultimately, did you think that first green wild he sniffed out? Did you just maybe could have saved that +4, or did you just feel you had to play it because he seemed to have a good read on the regular wilds? You just couldn't get to the end around you needed, the way I see it. Sanford, you want to ask about Ellison's control in these wilds and what's he's thinking behind it? Go ahead, for sure.
Yeah, okay. So I guess what KT's getting at is talk us through, Ellison, the ability to save some of these wilds or at least pull them out of your hat when you need them the most.
Well, honestly, the wild that I pulled toward the end, I'd been saving for a while. I just was trying to find the right moment, and I pounced as soon as Logan gave it to me.
Well, props on that one, yeah. Always crucial on the wild play, knowing when's the right time to play them, because I always like to call them a half action card, because they really only are a bailout to kind of save you from having to draw.
One second sooner, probably I got a phone call. There you go. But Logan says, yeah, I was sort of just playing the +4 to try to get some sort of advantage. I guess I could have held it for a while and maybe get some more ammo instead of having to draw melee. But I really should have lost 5 minutes here. Yeah, I mean, I think it's a fair assessment. If you don't do that call out, it's probably GG. So I think it's fair, Sanford. Kind of got away with a little murder right there in a sense that it happened with the call out. But yeah, well, good job from James to save that wild. He's starting, like I said, wild control. It's 5-0 on wilds, and sometimes you got to look at that and say it's a enabler card, because Logan's up 4-1 on +2s, but sometimes if you can get those color efficiencies right and get the wilds down to 3 or 4 numbers, that's when they come into play. So good job from James. Logan's going to have to readapt, because James is starting to find a little rhythm right here as we go to the next game.
And Ellison, you have the call for this game 4. Can't use 12 or
All
11.
right. Counting down seems to be good for me right now. Let's go with 10.
You know, the last 2 times I've had 7 pre-typed for him. He hasn't used it.
What's going on? What's going on there with that?
I'm sorry. All Reliable has to sit to the sidelines for now.
Hey, you know what? I like it. I like this new Ellison. You got to think of those strategies to get ahead of the curve. And we started off with the guy. It's hosting a very good event to some people. The old one-shot Allen challenge right now working good. Maybe Sanford will try to avoid that car after some of the comments Allen made to you with the hot stuff.
Oh
boy.
You know what? I mean, if someone wants to say I've got it, sure. I just don't have to reciprocate anything.
That's right. Yellow 9. In Acosta. Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness. Logan with none.
This is massive for James Ellison right here.
Ellison going to walk the landmines now.
Wait a minute.
Going to play some Minesweeper.
What?
Or is Ellison going to be drawing too?
Oh, boy. Bot, what have you done? 3 color. Is this a game winner from this far back?
There's no way.
Oh, I was going to say.
Double play, and Ellison's going to play some Minesweeper now.
Minesweeper it is. Logan can't do anything. James for the switch over. Is he going to switch it? James for the switch.
Of course, also the other thing about playing Minesweeper is it allows you to do exactly that, color swap when you want to.
Yep, and James now with the lead, possession, all in his control on the green. He's within the red zone here, Sanford, potentially, if he can do a double. Logan fighting right now. You know, this is a big resume game for Logan. A Q4L, not what you need. For James, a Q2 win, that's exactly what you need.
Well, and for Ellison, it's exactly what he needs, because it'd get him off of that relegation bubble.
That's
2 wins, looking a lot safer than going into T5.
Yeah, it'd be double play.
2 into a 1, so both 1s are gone.
Jay Caesar style right there, 1-2 combo. Caesar'd be proud. A little chiming from Logan, testing him out. Does James have the 8 switch over to red? Still loading up.
Had he kept drawing, my +2 could have been a mercy.
Well, no mercy right there.
Where's mercy?
There is no mercy. There is Uno no mercy. Back to blue. Okay, into blue now.
Not.
Oh boy.
I mean, if that's the definition of not being totally heartless, then there's technically, I did the same thing to Rogers the other night. Went up this time into the blue 7 from lane.
In the lane, here comes Logan. Double play only. James for check. Be another one of his plan A wins, Sanford. Let's see.
Could be.
Ellison into 80
It's a
from
double
Logan.
play to the finish. I doubt power play is going to be used.
Don't need it, man. You don't need it. Here he comes. Check it is.
Okay. Leaves Logan a chance to do something.
Is Logan have anything? Yikes. Well, now the question is, if you go on 9, does he have number efficiency? That's what you always got to remember.
+4.
Well, that's going to keep the game alive.
Still keeps the lead, though.
Yeah, great call from Logan right there. Ellison's still up 2 possessions if he can play. You weren't scared, says James. And he'll get the green. Well, he might have had number. Yeah, he might have had number of fish.
Might have.
So no power play used. That's the one thing to keep in mind. James now looking to get this back to a reasonable area to 3 again. He's still in the red zone. Logan down possession. No, and that's what Logan needs, Sanford.
That might have been what the play was. Logan finds the plant.
What a break for Logan. If that was the play from James, that's a mistake. Could have used it. Calls have been answered. Let's see if... Ooh, switch to yellow. Oh, into blue, undercut City. JT from Sting, from LaPlante. James Harworth do again in blue. Is this a draw?
Oh, and that doesn't sound like Ellison's got blue.
No, he does.
He does. Okay.
Maybe just no action cards. Who knows? Whoa, hold the phone. Bails him out to red. Crisscross applesauce going to make you jump around.
Ellison has something to set Logan back, though.
Slide to the left. Let's see if he can slide to the left right here. James looking for a red switch over it, or does he continue to run it red with a plus or combo? Logan had seen pretty clean with this red switch. It may have gave James some life. Double play to check. No power play coming. Logan for check.
Logan looking to try and make it double Uno.
Is it double Uno for the win? Double Uno.
It is double Uno.
Here he comes, James Ellison for the win. Does he have it? No. Logan.
No, does Logan.
Got it, KT. It's Seth Wild. First wild of the game. How about that? Well played, says James. I got to go to James. I got to go to Logan. But while we go to Logan here, James, real quick, did you have a winning combo with the 9 finish on? No power play used? Blue 9, green 9?
Well, I'm trying to go as far as I can without that power play, but maybe I should have used it this time. Either way, good job, Logan. You got me. I had unless I would have had a +2, I would not have been able to beat you on that wild.
So I'll go to Logan here. That's interesting, Sanford. So that confirms that he did have the winner.
Be the number efficiency.
Yeah, it would have been the number efficiency. But I'll go to you, Logan. Logan, that game was a little weird, though, because a lot of what we're seeing here is weird plan A's to start, but you saved that +4. Was that a little bit of learning from the past with the +4 saves? And talk to me through a little bit about how you were able to leverage the green off the initial draw. What were some of those initial draws? Because once he switched to green, he started to cook after that yellow isolation. Talk me through that. And Sanford, I'll go to you over here, man. James is playing well. Logan's fighting fire with fire, but it's been a lot of plan A, and we're just kind of waiting for something to develop. And ultimately, once they got the plan B, C, D, it did develop. What are you noticing here tonight? Because it seems the first, let's call it first half of these games, we're calling it halves. First half of these games is plan A, and then all of a sudden, it picks up the plan B, C, D in the second half of these games. Talk to me about almost the switch and the transition you have to make as a player.
Well, I think more so it's not necessarily a willingness to make the adjustment. It's more so the willingness to be fluid with what your game plan is. I think that's really what it comes down to, because when you get into those spots, it's more a matter of knowing that, okay, I might have to play this card here just to either counter someone else, or if even just having my own runs that I can make and color swaps might not be where I need to go because of what the opponent's going to play.
Well, let me go over to Logan here. We'll see what Reese says. I got that +4 from James. It's +2. Ooh. But obviously, I learned I should save it for when it was really important. I was going to use the wild, but I decided I had to play aggressively gameplay that I'm more known for. Just took that wild to the end for sure. To the end for a for sure Uno win after that nice gamble after he was out already. Okay. So there you go, Sam, for a little bit of that learning progression, right? You don't have the, let's say, aggressiveness, and you want to save it. In this case, it works. And sometimes when you have that, you can get somewhere going. And I think in this way, Logan learned from his maybe previous game mistakes and was able just to run it clean. That's what you got to do out here. You can run those clean games and not make any stupid efforts and save the ammo to the end, control it. Be a little bit passive. You may be able to just do that back end and see how it goes. But so far, a good series so far. I'll be back to Logan, as it will be no 10-13. Your call, buddy. Game 5, big moment here. Best of 3. What do we got? Sanford, that's going to be the key. This is a big Game 5. This is usually when it starts getting good.
I almost had the right number in.
14, no sender, so maybe saving. Here we go. James Ellison versus Logan. 2-2, best of 3. How about a 14-card double OG? Now, Logan said earlier he would go aggressive. Let's see if he sticks to his word. That'd be something. If he does go aggressive, Sanford, watch out.
Hey, you're the one that said it.
You said it, buddy. Yeah, you gave us the leverage.
As you mentioned, how the turntables, you mentioned it, we're going to turn it against you.
That's right. That's how Sanford KT do it in the booth. You say something, it's fair game, right? Play it where it lies.
A KT Sanford booth is definitely like a courthouse. Everything you say can and you will be used against you.
Yep. And you are liable as well.
Just for the blue.
Into a blue 7 in the lane. There we go from Grim. One more 7 and we'll pull the slots. James looking to load up here. Let's see. Yes. So that exactly.
Yeah, very much.
Gotta get some puns in there with the old Jackpot June. It's a good theme. Shout out Mac. Pat Johnson. Who would have thought that? Who would have said those words? Double play into Sanford's buddy, number 1 friend.
Well.
And Andy, now that's Andy's card out from Retro. Here comes James. And James over to Logan himself. And it's back to Andy. Does James have more?
Logan now.
If it's double Logan, I'm going to lose it right here. Is it double Logan, or even if James fades to his blue, that's impressive. Let's see. No, it's Radden. Quad 3. We'll see Radden tomorrow. And it's a double play.
Forced to stay on the green because he couldn't play it back to Andy.
Yeah, big play there from James to keep that off the game. Now, into Captain, who's struggling as of late.
He betrayed you that time.
Into Nam, who just
played blue again.
Back to Nam this time. Here comes James.
Ellison has another 4.
Look at this efficiency into Coach Rogers.
Back to green.
Unbelievable. Back to Cap. We are just seeing numbers galore. It's Poker City. Quattro.
Quattro.
This is great indeed. How about that Quattro? Is he going to make a Cinco Quattro? The 5 for 4 deal? Let's see. No. There's the 9 to 5 though.
No, just the Dolly Parton.
Brian into LaPlante. Here comes James. Fun game right here. I want to believe this is the best of 3 the way they're playing, but James going to look to load up. This is where this gets serious. Indeed. Indeed, my friend. Hey, you catching on? You catching on?
We didn't have a 1 in there.
You catching on?
The only problem with your math is we didn't have a 1 in there.
Back to red. Really number efficiencies. This is crazy. Oh, my goodness.
Yellow.
Into Sting again. Number efficiency out the wazoo. In the yellow 9.
Keeps it yellow.
In the bow
Both
tie.
players into that red zone now. Ellison looking to tie it up at 3.
Does James Ellison have anything in the back? And Logan running close. In the red? Are you kidding me? And it's
Logan has 2.
You just don't know what the right fate is at this rate. That's the thing. Does James have the fade over to red to a potential action card? Let's see. Did he fade it for the action card? Let's find out.
Finish. He's had the triple run before.
James looking for the 3-2. Logan looking to...
Logan retyping the call out just in case James misses it again.
Or does James just have a play to get to Uno? Let's see. +2. That's
Trip
game.
gun.
Wow. No call out needed, says James. And a 6th wild to boot. Wow. Ripperoni.
Oh, and Logan had the finish.
Oh, fair game then. Hey, you know what? Fair game then. Fair game. Because they were, you know what? I got to say, Logan, the switching was aggressive. I didn't see many action cards. Was that really just a case of slotted numbers and you wanted to switch it around and really get James off kilter? Because that's all I could think of there. It really is. I mean,
the run to finish.
Bot's been playing very, very concise here so far. James, good win right there. Did the switching actually come into your favor? Because you were doing a lot of light switching. Well, I think it's because of the double numbers, really.
The numbers fell perfectly.
Oh, boy.
That's all there was to it. And then it played right into my hands to play the 2 draw 2s in the wild to finish it. That's really all there was to it, guys. I can't explain it any other way.
It's lovely when it comes to it's lovely when your opponent has all the same numbers that you needed.
It's even better when we don't get stuck in draw city for half an hour.
Yeah, I mean, that is...
You know, I'm one that likes draw cities, and I'm not against them. But the way my luck's gone, I can't exactly argue against them on that either.
Yeah, I mean, looking back at
the way
this
my
game,
luck's gone with them.
the switching...
There comes a point where there's too much of a good thing.
Well, too much of anything is no good for you. So I guess being in moderation is the best move for you. We'll see.
Just like you got to eat cheese in moderation.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, well, James on match point, and Logan said he had a lot of similar numbers, just different because he's trying to scramble James up, but he had the, yeah. I mean, now Sam, for James with the power play advantage in the sense that he's got the lead and a power play to save. He saved it from earlier. How do you think he attacks? Because Logan's going to need to find a miracle here because James has been having his number on regular wilds all night, which has been the enforcer.
I think for Ellison, it's going to be as simple as just play the way he's been playing, look for that moment when he's 2 turns away from the finish, and then use the power play. I mean, that sounds boring, sounds simple, but that's basically where he's at. It's the position he's played himself into.
Going to be really interesting right now. It will be James's call. It's been vanilla so far. Let's see if we're going to get some sprinkles on top. James, no 12, no 14, and no 11. What do you got here?
I would have to say 11 failed, or what was it 11 that failed me?
No, 11 won. You won
No,
10.
11, 12, and 14 have worked for you.
Yeah.
All right,
10
so
failed you. 10 failed you.
okay, so 10 was what failed me. All right. Let's try 10 one more time. If that fails me, I'm going a different direction.
Well, this is the last talk.
Well, it's the final home game of this series.
I think we know where we're going if we get to a game 7, but we'll be red 7. There we go.
I think it'll be good too.
James Ellison looking to pull off the upset again, and to be ironically do it against Andy and Logan. And he goes with the Logan card. Red 5 now. Let's see what it'll be. And DJ Curtis. And that's a draw. That's what Logan needs, Sanford. Nothing from Ellison in the red. Oh, are you kidding me? Well, Draw City, who knows what happens here. Into a draw again. We're going to Draw City. Check into the hotel, mate. Hotel City here.
Sorry, I had to grab a water.
They both drew up the red, man. Well, so much for that. Double play. And now a switch from Logan. Should free James up, and he's got the lead, too. Yep, 2 possessions. 0 sugar now. What will it be here? Remember, top 25 game in store on the line. If it's Gold Logan, if it's James versus Gold, what is Sandy? There's Andy.
The top 25 game for either player because they get gold.
Right. It wouldn't be a top 25 show in
matter
general.
of it, whether it's a battle of top 25s.
Right.
Gets the switch over to Andy.
Last game in the Spades region. The last ace of Spades. Who will have it? Oh my! Top
play +2.
Top the +2 right there. Clay to Nam. Here comes Logan. He'll fire back with a double, races that +2 from Ellison and JT.
Oh, but the other part of that does, though, is it does give Ellison already the 3-card advantage before he even plays. So a 4-card if he can play.
Andy betrayed you.
Oh, because of the +2.
Yeah. Well, but James is out, so.
And Logan's not.
Not Logan ready to run, but can James get the 6-heaven switch?
Yes.
He does. Huge. Yeah, all 7
that
now.
time from Andy. Or from Logan, I'm sorry.
Now you're getting confused. Yeah, it's all good, brother. Here comes Graham. Here comes James. Yellow into Camaro.
Over to green.
To Chomik. James Ellison now. What has he got in the green? Remember, he was juiced earlier on those blues.
If I make a mistake, I can just always blame it on the heat. There's always that.
Yeah, it was hot there. You're good. Here comes James, though. Another +2 combo.
It is.
Gives Logan a chance right here to fire back if he gets anything off that pluster. Let's see. No. James Ellison, did he run out of green? He did.
You're saying was hot? It still is. We're at 5 o'clock. It's still
right.
105 degrees.
Oh my God! At least it's dry heat.
Yes, but
hold the phone. That's you, buddy. That's you, buddy. Hold the phone. James at 2 in red. Is this check?
Wait, how did it go? I thought it wasn't supposed to go up. I thought temperature wasn't supposed to go up after 5 o'clock.
I don't even know.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it is my card.
James, no power play though.
Ellison.
No power
play though. Yeah.
Logan curses.
Definitely an interesting way of taking that if you are Logan though.
Yeah, I don't know. Is he fading it or is it game? That's going to be the question. Unless Logan's got something.
Realistically, if I'm
oh boy, it's the last thing you didn't need if it was number efficiency. James Ellison for the 4-2. No.
Nope. That's why he didn't power play.
Good play. Great play from Logan to sniff it out. Now it comes down to toppers.
It's that one spot. It's like, if I have to, I'm
no
drawing
topper
there. But if I have another red, that's what I would have played if I was Logan, just because.
There's no way.
Well, you top deck something.
That game for a +4 to go to a G7. Are you kidding me?
It's a +6.
Not a game winner, but a humongous momentum shifter. Now James will have 6 freshies, no Sanford. That's the thing. That's the only drawback now. A lot of freshies. Nothing from James.
Could be worse.
Plays it cool.
I could be in Raleigh right now where it's 114.
Jesus. It's the desert out there for a reason. Here comes James now. Doubles up to Steven. And what a play there, Sam, from James, to just stick it out. Not even use some ammo if he doesn't have it. Or maybe he doesn't have it, but still. Good way to stick it out there. It's working.
I'd say probably doesn't have it, yeah.
5-7. Here comes James looking for 6. Or does he tie with a double? He had ammo. Wow. Regular wild. That's big, man. That's huge.
Yep. He has had the half ammo. Gets the cherry red. Logan drawing.
Logan drawing. Ellison running. 0 sugar. James.
Logan top decks a 4 now.
Yep, James with control though on this red. What does he do? Logan with the topper.
How much red does he have left?
Nothing. And we're going to draw city. Unbelievable. So going to be now from James Ellison. KT, another wild. So many toppers from James on the wilds tonight, man. Look at the stats. He's up a whopping 8-1 on regular wilds. And he's aggressive with it.
And has the possession arrow now as both players looking to get to
That's
3.
game. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
What a play from Logan to save the blue. You know what, Sanford? I go back to that case where earlier in the game, we were on that blue isolation. We were on that. And the green as well. And guess what? He never used it. Did you top some of that, Logan? But talk to me about the save control, because unbelievable. Getting absolutely blasted on wilds. And he had it for so long. Wow. I mean, Sanford, what can you say? You got to respect that. If he held on that for that long, that's some crazy control.
Well, yeah, crazy control also did not decide to live and die on leaving the power play till game 7.
James, you basically said he fought it out for ages, but you've been having these wilds, and so far it's been really good. But that was the first wild where you got bit. Could you have maybe saved the wild for a little isolation, or did you just think at that point it was a ticking time bomb? Maybe you had a gap with a power play next turn? What was the mindset on that wild? That last one?
Chances are I probably would have still got beat if I had saved it.
Had during the first draw, so I got 2 blue skips. Yeah. Well, that makes sense, Sanford, then, because if you look at this then in a way, it's been very, yeah, it was, yeah, I'm looking at this now. I'm looking back at this game here. It's, if he saved that, yeah, because then if you play it earlier, you're giving James leverage. So I understand the save play, because then he would be able to maybe hold off on that blue +2. But yeah, I get what you're saying now. Logan, good call there. So James, was it a case when you had that early lead, when you ran off with that blue +2? Did you need something else on that red 8 when you were at Uno, or did you have an offset color and you just couldn't connect?
I needed something more. And honestly, I had some greens that if I had switched it to green, Logan still would have won.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it would have mattered than Sanford. Logan just with a great save. If you saved that for that long, you got to just hand it to him right at that point, honest to God.
Well, and props to Ellison for being able to fought it off as long as he did then, too.
Well, another Game 7 in the books coming down to the wire. Sanford, what are the keys to the game? Because both have power play and saving ammo for sure. But now it's everyone's getting better at ammo control. That's one thing I will say. But now it's Game 7, Sanford. Everything on the line. This is a massive game. You think about this. Winner will have a chance to play goal. But for James, if he can pull this off, look at the momentum he can do. If it's back-to-back round 1 wins, he's never done that in his career. For Logan, if he gets this win, maybe saves his Super League season, because a loss here and things start to get haywire. What's that?
Top 10 move, yeah. I said possibly looks at a top 10 move.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, because common opponent.
Yeah,
Yep.
Huge game.
Yeah, common opponent too with Andy. That's a good thing. Andy lost to Ellison. Logan can chop it off right here. James looking to prevent that and do a double on both those guys. That'd be something itself. All right. It's going to go to Logan here. Last game, Game 7, all the marbles, Logan. No 10, and ironically, no 13. What we got?
Yep.
That's it. Full send it.
I could have called that.
Full sender. Here we go. All the marbles. Let's get it done, and it's on
Oh.
the Brock 1. Are you kidding me? That guy gave us a great game Friday night the other night. Incredible. And in true
color swap.
William Brock fashion, let's switch it right away. That's WB. Into Ghost. Here we go. Can Logan find a little bit more on the switching? Does James have more regular wilds in the bank? He goes for a double. Into the red 8 now. James Ellison, this time with a little bit of some momentum now on the Reds after that double, has stolen the possession arrow. Can he keep it, though? Can he keep running and keep pounding the rock on? Yep. Can he keep running the rock on the Reds, or does he switch over? He'll keep running the Ghost. Out of Ghost. Logan into Sanford. There he is. James Ellison. What we have on this red? Does he look for a switch? Only 2 colors been used so far, which was off the yellow. There's the second one now for real in the blue. Down JT from M. Power play still available for both. Big pull.
Who's going to get to that run first? That's realistically what this game's going to come down to.
We've seen the runs be big and pivotal. We haven't seen crazy runs, but 4 or 5 is going to be the key. Maybe 6 turns. That's it.
Well, but, I mean, if you have the right cards and split ammo enough, it wouldn't be outlandish to me that 10 cards here could open it up into the realm of possibility.
Saw that earlier today with Vapor. He had a 10 card from way downtown to finish it off. Let's see if this continues. James is typing for a while. This could be something mega. James Ellison typing.
Loading something up.
Yeah, he's typing a storm here. Is this to get to 5? Logan's shivering.
Logan prepping the strawberries.
This is a big game. And the fans now, there it is. Humongous play. James Ellison flips the script. He's up 8 now. Logan, what will we do to respond?
4 cards over to Logan, though.
Just a classic, regular, keep it cool, green yet 7 you pets. Ellison for 5. Does he have it? He does.
Okay.
Sniff, says Logan.
Logan sniffs something up.
What's he sniffing? Does he sniff this out? +2.
Oh my god.
Oh moly. What is that? Trip +2. It sends Ellison with 12.
Sends Ellison back to 17. That takes an 11 or a 9 card advantage.
No, and Ellison gloves are off. This means war. 100%. It's game 7. I think this is what's going to mean, Sanford. I have a feeling. Go to yellow.
Switches it.
Interestingly, that's not the worst thing if you're Logan because you didn't have the yellow. In the yellow, yeah, he didn't really have a yellow +2 in that run, so that's not the worst move. Here comes James. What's he got in this yellow? Does he have the +2s in yellow to fire right back though? We've seen weird ways and strange ways with this game on plussers. James down a little bit, but he's looking to get up on this one turn if he can go 4 possessions with double +2. A lot of options here. He's really loading up in our store.
Spot for Ellison to be in, though, especially if he has at least just any bit of ammo cards in that 16.
There it is. Oh, and he's still got more.
And still going. Tried to play 5 cards in one. Couldn't do that.
It'll be okay, though. Blue 2 will be played right here. Yep, there it is.
Gets it in before any power play would have been able to be used.
Yeah, and only 4 command chain, but Brad in the lane, and we got a resetter now. Basically a reset of the game. What will James have in the back?
2, basically.
In the red. See, that's where the +2s were used from Logan, so let's see.
He gets your card.
Yep, it's a peer. Yep.
Amazingly enough, despite all the ammo drop, we haven't run out of anything other than the blue skips.
It's amazing. Indeed. Yeah, we've been keeping it clean. Very, very efficient game so far, despite everything. Yep. In Allen.
Plays the 9 to get to 8.
There's the yellow 9.
Yellow. Logan now into the red zone.
James, what does he have in the store? 1 down. Logan to the yellow 5. Power play still option for both.
Power play come in for Logan.
Does James think about
Ellison gets a run.
Logan with the advantage with 3 possessions, but really 2 realistically. He'll go to the green.
Green. Logan draws huge.
Humongous
turning point.
Humongous play from James, and now James to tie this up potentially on a double. Let's see. Or excuse me, take the lead on a double, tie it up on a single. I'm sorry. There's the double. Got the lead.
Logan's still drawing.
Logan's juiced. Here comes James for 3. Does he have the switch? No. Plays it cool. Logan, does he have a 2? No. James for deuce. He's close. He's got it. Double up the yellow, though.
Yellow.
Uh-oh. That's exactly what Logan needed earlier. Does James come prepared to the party? Exactly what Logan needed. Did James come prepared?
And if not, could he have used the power play?
+4! That's it! James Ellison knocks off Logan.
And could have still used the power play back before the 4.
Wow, he saved it. He faded the power play, and Logan couldn't have saw that one coming. Unbelievable. The upsets continue, Sanford, and now Andy and Logan both have Ellison losses. The only difference, Andy won round 1, Logan lost round 1 this one. Wow. Unbelievable. The carousel continues to turn. I mean, I got to go to James before we get to... Dude, what a masterclass. Ultimately, I have to say then, when he threw all that +2 leverage, that gave you the winning combo because you were able to save ammo towards the end with the Wild's regular. You just had the Wild regular advantage. And talk to me what you got in that ridiculous +12 exchange and how you were able to narrow the mindset because you got him guessing towards the end.
Truth be told, I had both those +4s from the initial draw. So, ouch. I guess the bot decided turnabout was fair play here.
Ouch.
That's tough for Logan.
So,
yeah, keep going.
But honestly, mad props, Logan. You did a great job.
Yeah, I mean, Logan, unfortunately, with the ticking time, Bob, you really made every right play then. If he had double +4, you have to throw those heats. You had to throw the heat. Could you have maybe saved the heat, the +2 heat a little bit? In a sense that, okay, if I save the +2 heat, maybe, I don't know, 1 or 2 turns later after he did the initial +4, or did you just feel confident right there you had to rip it because you just didn't feel it was going to get back to your turning point? I don't know. Talk me through it. Definitely a different game for sure. And Sanford, we talk about those adjustments, in-game adjustments. I think we talked about Game 6, James, power play to green. Guess what? Not the right call. This time, Wild to green. This time, Wild to green, the right call. Crazy how this works, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Just an absolutely insane way for this one to go. Can't believe it. Ellison gets another key win. Going to move his way up the ladder even more. I mean, think about it this way. Now he just got an upset of a 12 over a 5, so Ellison probably going to be if he can get another win over Varigold, might be looking at his first career home game for T5.
We got to remember, that's another quad 2 win. It's 2 Logan Andy wins for the quad 2. James, your thoughts on playing gold? The old this is the second straight round 2 you'll be playing an Illinois player. It was Peter, now gold. Thoughts on that? That's kind of crazy.
This ought to be interesting because I'm really looking forward to seeing how it goes. But at the same time, I'm just going to revel in my victory for now.
Yeah,
honestly, I can't. I'm not gonna constantly to say the terminology dunk on Logan about it. I'm he played fair, and like I said, the bot was playing nice to both of us today.
Yeah, I mean, Logan, even he kind of said, I couldn't really say, I just didn't have a lot of green, but I had a lot of the reds, so I thought just throw the rest of the ammo at him. Use number swap to play out the rest of my reds now, but he just had ammo in his pocket for it. Just another unfortunate game, but I didn't play. It just went down to, hopefully both my games go in 7 at least, lessens the impact for my SL journey. I'm trying to get there, unfortunately. It's not the well, and I think one thing I will say, Sanford, not the worst loss if Ellison can go far, but definitely it starts to leave more questions than answers if you're Logan for sure. Would that be a fair assessment, you say?
I would say that's definitely a fair assessment. I mean, but to be fair, you look at this one, they averaged 5 minutes 52 for each game. Like, the only outlier really that they had was the game 3 in terms of a length of game. So, well played by both.
All right, well, let's go to that schedule. Then we'll go to the schedule. Varigold versus James Ellison. That means that game, I believe, will now be non-streamed. It will actually be the hockey mat game will be streamed now. We'll see, but I'll see which the bigger implication game. It's gonna be very close. I'll see it now, but we'll see which one will be streamed. I'll make that call. We'll see what the fans want. But regardless, what a job by James Ellison tonight. We talked about wild control in the past. Maybe he doesn't win this game in the past. Maybe his wild control, ammo control is out the wazoo. But tonight, it was the ammo control and the wild control that gave him the win. 1 game remains for the day. It will be Toasty versus Dark. Buckle up, because that's going to be a long one. So, we'll see it for Toasty Dark at 9 o'clock. Going to be an insane game. Hearts region to close this out for the day. And then 2 more games lie on tap for tomorrow. Regardless, let's end the scene. Let's see you at 9 o'clock. Congratulations to Chef James Ellison. His second straight round 1 victory from May to June. He's rocking and rolling. For Logan, we'll see him in July for the T5 Classic. Good night, everybody, for now, and we'll see you back around 9 o'clock for the big one between Toasty and Dark Rain. See you then. This has been a presentation of MRE Division 1.